Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. On this channel, we cover the crypto news and we interview many of the folks who are building and investing in the crypto asset class. Please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Guys, Bitcoin once again is testing that $12,000 price point. It crossed over it for the first time since August. Now that's a good sign. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at 11,983, so just a little bit below 12,000, but it's probably going to test it a few times. You guys know how the cycles work, right? It's going to test the price point, bounce back below, test it again and multiple times, and then break through. Same way we had to break through the 10,000 price point, then we went over 11,000. Now we're testing 12,000. So everything is on track, guys, according to the stock to flow model, which I'm a big believer in. Obviously, we can't use this as a 100% certainty that this is exactly how things are going to play out, but it's very close, right? When we look at the probability of the market cycles repeating, and we look back at 2010, bear, bull accumulation phases, same cycles repeated, right? And right now we are at the start of the new bull market, not bull run. Now, we are expecting a bull run sometime next year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it plays out that way. And we are seeing, of course, a lot of demand from institutional investors. And here today, Barry Silbert just confirming to Peter McCormick, who runs a crypto podcast, that they're buying Bitcoin today. It seems Grayscale is buying Bitcoin almost every day, and they're buying tons of it. They've been very public about disclosing, what they're buying, and they're buying up a lot of Bitcoin. And they're seeing a lot of demand. They're seeing record-breaking investment from different folks, and it's not just for Bitcoin, it's across their different crypto trusts. So for example, the Ethereum Trust, XRP Trust, Bitcoin Cash Trust, they're seeing a lot of money, and it seems like quarter over quarter they keep breaking their records of money coming in. So the demand is there, and of course after every halving, we had our halving back in May of this year, there is a cut in the supply and the demand continues to go up, and that drives the price up, guys. So we are early. 2017, I personally believe, will look like the way 2013 does, right? Compared to 2017. So the next bull run and is going to be way higher prices. I'm personally, and this is just my prediction, is I'm looking at between an $80,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin. Now, let's say it doesn't hit that. I certainly think we're going to see higher prices. What if it taps out at 40 or 50,000? I'm not going to be complaining. I'm going to be cashing out, right? That's a pretty good amount of, or I should say, pretty good price to cash out at. And obviously holding, some crypto long term, but cashing out on the way up and to reap some returns, guys, some profits. So everything on track, and let's see what the end of the year brings us. Could we cross over 20,000 by the end of the year? Maybe. We're not too far off, obviously, right? But let's see. It could happen in Q1 of 2021. Once again, I'm not talking certainty, so don't hold me and say, hey, you said this is going to happen in Q1 20. We're just looking at probabilities here based on the trends and data, the historical patterns. But one thing's for sure, we can expect higher prices because of the respective market cycles, as mentioned, stock to flow model, and all that good stuff. Now, something interesting coming from MicroStrategy's CEO. And we know MicroStrategy and the CEO is very bullish on Bitcoin because they took their cash reserves and put it into Bitcoin, buying a significant amount of Bitcoin. But their CEO is saying garbage market data is holding Bitcoin back. So this is interesting. And it alludes to some of the things that have been discussed over the years, that there are exchanges that have some fake volume. Not all of them, but some of them, right? And I think as the market matures and gets regulated and cleaned up, you're going to see a lot of that wrong or misrepresented data be cleaned out. But that's not going to really stop Bitcoin, you know what I mean, in the long term. Maybe in the short term, it slows things down. But let me give you some details. So MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor strongly criticized widely distributed Bitcoin markets data as garbage and said it severely misrepresents of his own experience with the market's real liquidity after investing in Bitcoin. In a live Tuesday with Hedge Eye CEO Keith McCullough, Saylor said Bitcoin volume is being reported at a widely inflated $24.76 billion, referencing the current volume of Apple's stocks application. That number is similar to 24-hour Bitcoin volume of $20.3 billion reported by CoinGecko. This data ships to 1 billion devices in the world, Saylor noted, referring to Apple. It's garbage. I know for a fact you can't buy more than $35 million a day without people knowing. Now, what he's talking about is when they bought Bitcoin, he clarified they didn't buy it OTC. They just bought it in small increments over time. So really not affecting the price, which is pretty interesting that they're doing that. And you can imagine other institutional investors are doing that too. Some folks go OTC where it's not recorded at all on any exchange. So he continues saying, so there's no freaking way there's $24 billion trading, Michael Saylor explained, adding that he thinks bad data is holding back Bitcoin is just awful. Estimates of what volume is real are still over the map, said Galen Moore, senior analyst at CoinDesk Research. In January, Moore wrote that for many cryptocurrency market participants, data is a marketing tool instead of a revenue source, and some exchanges are exaggerating volumes in order to enhance their perceived liquidity. So, and then enter here in March 8th of 2019 report to the SEC, San Francisco-based Bitwise Asset Management found that approximately 95% of volume reported on popular cryptocurrency data aggregation websites is fake. So, like I said, this is a discussion that's been happening over the years, and it will mature. It will get cleaned up. Like I've been stating from a long time ago, this asset class is going to be positioned the same way the stock market is, fully regulated. That's why you see the Wall Streeters, the corporates, all of these folks are getting in. That's why the dialogue is happening about regulations, the SEC, CFTC, Congress, all of these folks. It's going to get cleaned up. It's going to get regulated. So let's sit back and be patient. And I think we are still very early. The masses are not here yet. We are the 1%, and the other 99% are not really paying attention. They may have heard about Bitcoin. They may have entered the market at the wrong time in 2017 and dumped and left and didn't even think about it. But we are lucky, guys. We are on the side of smart money with companies like MicroStrategy putting their investments into crypto. Now, another interesting trend here coming out of Russia, because crypto is global, and that's what's great about it. That's why it's, I believe, going to be the greatest asset class ever, because it's not just crypto and digital assets. It's going to be tokenized securities and different things. So report ranks crypto next to gold in popularity with Russian investors. Now, this is a trend that is not only happening in Russia. We're seeing people rushing to gold and crypto as a hedge against the inflation and money printing, right? And you know, real estate markets are not really doing that great right now. So they're putting your money into things that can grow their wealth. And that's what Paul Tudor Jones said back in, I believe it was April or May of this year, where he said crypto is the fastest horse in the race, right? So crypto seems to be nearly as popular as gold among Russian investors. The World Gold Council, a major market development organization for the gold industry, released a report on retail gold insights in Russia on Tuesday. According to the report, cryptocurrency is currently the fifth most popular investment tool in Russia after savings accounts, foreign currencies, real estate, and life insurance, as part of the World Gold Council's rankings of Russian investments made in the past 12 months. Cryptocurrencies followed by gold, accounting for 17% and 16% respectively. So these asset classes of gold and precious metals and crypto are on the rise, and we can probably see more as these governments keep printing money, right? And the stock markets, you know, if I know a lot of the stock markets, and especially here in the United States, are being propped up by that excess money printing. It's not based on consumer spending and demand and all that, especially with this a pandemic happening, right? So keep that in mind. So guys, the asset class is growing. Let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Let's see what it does. Like I said, it's probably going to test this $12,000 price point a few times It'll probably drop back to 11,100 and then come work its way back up. You guys know how the market cycles work. That's why you got to look macro level. Unless you're day trading, I wouldn't recommend looking at weekly and daily charts. It's a waste of time. Look macro level. What are the closeouts for the months? Things like that, and what are the different price points and higher highs, higher lows being set. So keep that in mind. So guys, leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. I'll talk to you all later.